For the first time, Earth has received pictures, good pictures, of Mars taken from ground level, if ground is the word up there. An incredibly complex unmanned American mission, 11 months and 240 million miles old, has done just what it was planned to do. ABC's Jules Bergman reports from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena.
Down, we have touchdown.
Mission control as Viking 1 touchdown on Mars.
Neighborhood zone. Camera 1 zone. We're looking good.
And so did the very first picture from Mars, 240 million miles away. Viking 1, after its 11 months in space, still worked perfectly, showing us the rocky field where it had landed directly below the camera. Moving left, we see many more small rocks up to 6 inches in size. Incredibly, Viking 1 had performed a 3-point landing, narrowly missing large boulders which could have destroyed or toppled the fragile spacecraft. Skill, declared one scientist. Pure luck, said another. Now we see the landing pad exactly as planned, with a small amount of dust or sediment lying in it. Incredible quality considering the distance. The surface has some dust, but is firm, much firmer than many scientists here had believed it would be. Next, the horizon, a panoramic view of the Martian surface. Looking out a few miles, most experts feel, although no exact measurements have been made. Far in the background, a high plateau and some broken down crater rims. The high percentage of rocks may be ejecta from those craters hurled out near the spacecraft. That's the top of Viking, now coming into the lower picture. A rock-strewn, dried-out stream faintly visible at the upper left. The rocks show some weathering, proving Mars has some atmosphere. High ridges in the background against the horizon. It is late in the day, or Sol, as Martian days are called. The sun is setting, shadowing the picture. The surprise, one top geologist told me, is that Mars is so much like the way we expected it to be from orbital pictures. Dr. Carl Sagan on the chances of life.
There certainly are no features, to the best of my knowledge, in these pictures which have to be due to life. Nothing, no obvious bushes, trees, or anybody else. In my view, it doesn't exclude the possibility even of larger organisms elsewhere on the planet, any more than landing at a random place on a desert and not seeing anything would give you a reliable extension to the rest of the planet.
If you gave such a scene to a biologist on the desert and told him this was the Earth and asked him to guess how many forms of organisms might exist there, his numbers would easily go into the hundreds.
Tomorrow, the first color pictures from Viking 1, and the first science, temperature, winds, and atmospheric pressure, as well as content. Viking 1, an enormous triumph for the U.S. space program. This is Jules Bergman, ABC News, at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Pasadena.